Hello everyone, and we'll be back to another LEGO review. Today we will get the LEGO Super Mario Toad's Treasure Hunt set, released in August 2020 for about $70. Comes with about 5 figures. So here's Toad, which this is his first appearance in a set, if I'm correct. And so he does have a pretty similar design, similar to all the other Toads that have appeared in sets. In the later series, which I heard from the Resident Knockdown, he has a very similar design aside from the face expression, which if you take his head off, you can see his face a lot easier than just a simple almost angular build, which this is a new piece to the Mario series, which is used in both mushrooms and toads. And yeah, overall he has just a very simple build to him. Not much else to say from him, because he is a simple character anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much Toad. And here's Toadette, which is a very similar design, aside from the ponytails, which if you just take it off, you can kind of see how it's built. Very similar to the Toad, but it is also pretty different, so there's that. These are also kind of movable, just not by a whole lot. Yeah, she has about a close face expression aside from her mouth being open. Not really too much else. It's just a very similar character with a bit of a palette swap. But yeah, that's pretty much Toadette. Here is Goomba, just very similar to all the other Goombas in our sets. He just is a simple flat face, flat back, and then curved sides, 2 feet, and then the QR code on top of it if you scan. 1 coin, simple. But yeah, he's just a overall generic Goomba. I think it's the same face print as our sets, so not really getting much else, but he's just kind of a interesting inclusion, I mean. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for Goomba. And lastly, here's Cheep Cheep, which is a very similar design to a couple of the art sets that he appears in, though he is a I think this is where he originated from in the series, aside from Eep Sheep being series 1 poly bags. And he has 2 wings for his flippers, which is very similar to the design in the game, so I kind of like that how well that piece works. It has a little bit of a fin on top, his lips for, I guess, similar how 2 goldfish's blood, the QR code on the back, which if you scan, just get a coin, which also plays a water splash sound effect instead of just a normal stomp. And there are 2 of them in the set, so it does work with the play feature, and which if you'll see later in the video, you can just rotate it and you stomp on the back. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Cheep Cheep's inclusion. Not a bad inclusion, and I feel like it makes sense with the actual set. But yeah, overall just a pretty cool character. Now we're going to look at each part of the set. Over here we have the start area, which you can zoom by with the arrow leading towards a bridge, where this is actually a bridge that will slide back and forth. So, I mean, it's dependable if you want to call it a bridge, but it's more of just a sliding platform bridge, which if you take Mario and just pull him on the bridge, he starts playing the Bowser's Castle music. And he just slides across collecting coins. So it's a bit of a way to grind out coins, so it's just a bit kind of choppy because of all the studs. Probably would bear with plates, but overall not a horrible build. So we're in this area, you got 2 little toad houses and a rotating platform thing, I don't recall it. But starting off from the bridge, you can go over to this yellow toad house and you knock down this whole platform, which reveals a number block, which is the main play feature to set, which I'll show off later. And you scan it, get a couple coins, and then you go for the rest of them. But on this platform, play the same music from earlier. Just rotate, collect some coins, stop at the Toad house, say hi to Toad, says that and get some few coins. And they can also open the door to Toad's house, and there's a bit of room in there. Not a whole lot, but it can fit Toad inside if you want to. Like that. Close it. There, he's at home. But yeah, there's also a couple lights on this house, which I kind of like. And it's also just a huge, top compared to the R2. Overall, it's just cool designs for the houses. But yeah, time for the next area. And for the next area, it's a bit of a bridge with two rotating jeeps, and it just you can jump on them, make them rotate. Yeah, you're there, you can spin it and try to jump through. It's not the most working play feature, but it does kind of give the idea that the GPS are jumping from the wire across the bridge, which they do that in the games. But then across the bridge and down here, there's a little treasure chest, which if you jump on the platform, gives you the second block, which you can scan and get some more coins. And it's just a kind of cool treasure block, and if you want to, you can push it out. See the full design of the block with the number 2 on it. Pretty much put a block in there if you wanted to, but for the most part, the number 2 block goes in there and just flips open when you press down the platform. And that's it for this over area. The farther back area, there's Toadette with her house, and if you alter Toadette, it does the same thing as Toad. Toadette's door is a bit too small, so yeah, not really the ideal house. The next door is a tree, which if you climb up the tree, you can jump on a Goomba, and then lift up this little platform and get the last block. And then you can solve the puzzle. Yeah, not too much. It's a pretty simple build of a tree. It's pretty hollow also, so probably not too secure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this whole back area. Alright, so I guess it's time to play through the set. So take Mario. Into the pipe for the more view. Go on the bridge. Go across the bridge, try not to fall off. Get the coins. Over here to the yellow house. Get a block. On this platform. Rotate on it. Alright, then talk to Toad. Get some coins. Go back to the rotating platform. Take out the jeeps. Alright. The second block. And then hurry up, talk to Toadette. Alright. Get the Goomba. Last block. And then 44 coins. About the average you'll probably get for the set, around 40 to 45. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the playthrough. Here's a little pamphlet thing. Shows how the tires on the front, how to set the set, the advertisement for Wave 1, Series 1 poly bags, and the costume packs. Not much else that's different from all the other sets. But overall, just it means the pamphlet for Lego Mario. Not much well to say for it. The box is about the average $70 box. It has all this set on front with like how many pieces included, which is very low for $70. But to be fair, you're also getting a those giant pieces for the Toad's house, so I guess those are slightly more justified. Though, yeah. Top has the characters Toadette, Toad, Cheep, and Goomba. Bottom has the QR code, Lego Life ad, stuff like that. Back has all the play features, like all the scanning, blocks, Goomba, rotating platform, and the overall tire set, which also mixed with the starter course. But yeah, it's not much else to say for the box. Overall, just here's some other boxes in the Mario series, and therefore just a very simple yet interesting box. So overall, it's not a very bad set. It's pretty good. Compared to most sets in the first wave, it is pretty full of stuff to do. So I would recommend it, even though it isn't really available anymore since most of the sets have retired from Series 1 and 2. So if you do want to get it, you might have to pay just a bit more on third-party websites or something like that. But you are getting a lot of stuff like Toad and Toadette, though Toda is making a return in Series 5 if you want to get her. So if you just want to wait for a little bit longer, you can probably get her from that, though it is from like the biggest end of the wave, so that's kind of a problem. But it also has like 3-block treasure hunt, which does reappear in a $30 set from wave 4, but for the most part, this is where it originated from. It is a bit funner with this one on, in my opinion. And then you also do get a couple platforms to rotate on, a couple Toad houses, which are pretty well known in the Mario series. And one of them is a full-on house, so that one's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, not much else to say for this set. It is just a pretty overall good set that I would recommend if you can find it. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, you can subscribe and see you guys next time.